My condolences to every one of us, practitioners of Nollywood. We have lost 5 of our colleagues, 2 sound engineers, a makeup artist, an actor, and a production assistant. We have lost them to an avoidable death. Avoidable because
once upon a time, on saying it just as it is here on TV Inspirations, guys, welcome back to another episode of our weekly inspirations. Yes, it is no longer news that we have recorded 5 deaths in one just in the space of a day, the twinkle of an eye, and the one that struck Nigerians the most is the passing of JNRPOPE, like alongside with other crew members, which recently just happened. Guys, if you've not caught up with that video, details of how everything started, I'm going to link up the video here, or after this video, you continue with that, right? Welcome back. So guys, just like we are here today to talk about, there are so many things that have been going on the social media handle as a result of the just recorded incident of JNRPOPE. We've got prophecies from different people. We've got commentaries, analysis from different angles, even from celebrities, even from seers, even from social media users. Like everybody literally has something to say concerning the current happening, right? Particularly that of JNRPOPE.
This message is for Zubbymichael. Zubbymichael, you are created to serve God as an apostle. 1, pray against Ihike. Pray against Ihike. I know say you they do your own this thing. Pray against Ihike. A lot of people are waiting for you to fail. Pray against Ihike. Be careful with your dealings with people. Zubbymichael. Angelo Kore. We've met once many years back. Be prayerful. There is a big hole in front of you, Angelo Kore. May God help you that you don't fall into it.
The most beautiful actress in Nollywood industry, Destiny Atiku. Uda, I beg you, my baby girl, at the cross check her back 247. Uda, what?
I'm not talking about
Destiny Atiku, some women trying to poison her in Nigerian movie Nollywood industry. And they will poison her, those kind of poison. See, you go feel tired for sex, and they go put for your handkerchief inside. Maybe you need handkerchief to clean your face. Somebody will just can't give you. The moment you do like this, no, you go smell them. Those kind of poison, you don't enter word. Some people want to poison Destiny Atiku because Destiny Atiku is annoying them. And Destiny Atiku is making it in life. So Destiny Atiku, please, when you go on set, your seer, your husband, you don't know him. I beg you, respect the food that you take from people, the water. And if now first time herself, don't collect them.
she should keep her own thing on
her own thing. And she shouldn't trust even her own party close to her. Because this one, they don't do everything for spiritual world finish. What come, I can't tell me. So it will come on land. Destiny Atiku could not take time. Nigerian industry, they will sacrifice her. She not get long life. Oh. With that market where water will now touch. If Destiny play.
I know. My condolences to every one of us, practitioners of Nollywood. We have lost 5 of our colleagues, 2 sound engineers, a makeup artist, an actor, and a production assistant. We have lost them to an avoidable death. Avoidable because all they needed to do to have given them fighting rights would have been to give them a life jacket. When you get in your car, it is a requirement by law that you wear your seatbelt. When you board an aircraft, by law and by practice, you wear your seatbelt. When you get on the boat, you wear your life jacket. Now you get to a jetty and the boat driver says there are no life jackets. You tell him, thank you very much. As a producer who is expected to be prepared, you should have made arrangements for life jackets. Just in case the boat driver didn't have them. You will dress your own people up because by law and by practice, you wear your life jackets. For those of us who are from the riverine, some of us can swim, some of us understand the tide. And so we may be able to speculate. But for a group of people who are not good swimmers, don't understand the tide, you put them in the boat without a life jacket, and you have the man ferrying them as an excited young man who has his ears blocked with earpod, probably listening to some music, and then he's the one ferrying people. No preparedness for anything. No guard, nothing. The artist is nothing to an inept producer. You put them. And even the people themselves, you have your rights as an actor. You need to know that you have rights. You should be able to say, I don't have a life jacket. I'm not going anywhere. I don't swim. Because you have right to a body double. If they don't like it, they can get someone else. You will not die. There's several other roles that you can play. Yes, money is hard. Economy is hard. But you see, life is priceless. Today we have a young girl who is her family's sole breadwinner. Gone. What will that family say or do? As a producer, it is a requirement that you do your job in a safe, secured, and free of intimidation environment. That's where you're expected to do your work. You need to be prepared, or you don't start. You don't go to location without being prepared. You waste the time of people. And that's why we have all these kinds of unnecessary deaths. When people are not sick of high blood pressure, they're sick of diabetes and kidney, all lifestyle based. Question is, what is the lifestyle of the average Nigerian actor? And I'll tell you, work 18 hours, eat chaff instead of food. It's carbohydrate that comes too late sometimes. People work and then they eat at 12 midnight just before bed. And what do you think all that blood sugar will do? When that yam or rice or gari breaks down, it becomes sugar, abi? And then people start, when it starts, most times before you know, all the money that they have worked up, that period and saved up, all of it goes back to doctors. And then when nobody can carry it anymore, we come to the public, cap in hand. Emeka Rulers, where are you? This is the one time that we require you to put this up. The actors' welfare must be put on the table. We can't have everybody use us. Third largest producers of film, second highest employer of youth labor, blah, and all for what? Everything. We are the image makers, so we can't allow this happen. If we down tools, everybody will down tools. Let's put the actors' welfare on the table. We can't take one more unnecessary death. This death was avoidable. If the actors stood their ground and said, no, we're not boarding until we have life jackets, somebody will be alive today. If the producer made arrangements and ensured that there were life jackets, today the story will be different. So nobody should talk to me about fate. There is no fate. People think all that God did was just so you can die untimely and in this manner. Look, actors' welfare on the table, please.
And the question is, what is happening in the Nollywood industry? What is going on in the Nollywood industry? We can see that barely in the space of how many months we've recorded death of so many, like more than 10 of our Nigerian Nollywood actors and actresses, crew members passing on. These are the ones that even made it to, the limelight. What about those that did not make it to the social media? And yet the heavy question mark is, who is next? Because as it is right now, we don't even know whom is next. We don't even know what's going to happen the next minute right in that industry. Who is next? Now there is fear, almost consuming the minds of all these actors and actresses. We see so many of them, or some of them, come out on the internet to denounce their membership to Nollywood industry. They are no longer interested in acting and all what. But is that the cause of the problem? What is going on? Again, I say. Now we've had the likes of Angela Okori, who recently, busted it out when the best man of JNRPOPE, Zubbymichael, was being dragged recently online, all in the course of the death of JNRPOPE, the passing away of JNRPOPE, and alongside others. People trooped into Zubbymichael page, dragging him to come explain what is the problem. Why are you not, mourning your friend? You've never taken to your page to mourn your friend. You're just silent. What is going on? And yes, that triggered an exposition from Angela Okori to let us know, like a glimpse of it, and so many others that have been talking about the shit and all the evil that has been happening between these people called actors and actresses. Like, Angela has something to say of a truth. Let's see if I can put a clip of what she said. And yes, this depicts the fact that so many things have been happening in the Nollywood industry that you and I don't even know. And before you jump into conclusion to say, yes, it is like that, Nollywood are this, Nollywood are... Do you also know that these are the same things that happen in our day-to-day experience, in our real-life experience, and friendship and relationship with people around us, our neighbors, our friends, our colleagues? Like, what is the key thing there that has to be cited? We have envy, we have jealousy, we have hatred, secret competition between people, amongst people. And what is it for? What for? To the point that somebody can hate on you and plot evil against you. And we see these things happening every single day in our recent day time and experience. What about the ones that have not made it on social media? So many people have died out of this same hate we are talking about. So many people have died out of envy and jealousy we are talking about. Malice, acrimony, bitterness. And this is actually one of the things that we can cite out from what is happening in the Nollywood industry. We've had the likes of Mr. Ibu come out while he was alive to talk about how he was being poisoned. And so many other people that have been in this industry that are in this industry that have been poisoned in one way or the other, that has been attacked in one way or the other. And the bottom line of the whole thing is, do we really need to go through all this hate to achieve our goal, to be successful, to achieve our point? Now, we don't want to even liken it to the fact that somebody would have been behind the death of JNRPOPE and others. No, let us not take it there. But what is the problem with human beings and hate, even down in the Nollywood industry? That you hate on yourself, hate on your fellow, you hate on yourself first, because if you don't have love, you cannot give love. To the point of distributing hate to the next person out there. You see people who are friends today, the next minute they have become great enemies. Why? Because of this common hate. And it's becoming scarier and scarier by the day. I'll say this here today, that the Nollywood industry, so many industries in the country today needs to be checkmate, needs to be cleansed completely. So many abomination and evil has been going on that they need at this point to take a break and look deep within themselves and come out of that dark shade to advert and stop some of this unnecessary record of death amongst them. We remember some time ago, it was in the music industry, came back to the Nollywood industry, went away and is back again. It keeps going off and on and off and on. I don't say people will not die, people will die, but at the end of the day, why should Nollywood record incessant, consistent death in their department? Why? And another angle we need to address is, must everybody, just like they themselves are even coming out to say, be a producer. If you don't have what it takes to be a producer, financially, mentally, physically, and otherwise, then let it be. Everybody must not produce. And finally, guys, I believe, to me, my own opinion, they should checkmate people who say they are producers and begin to look deep before they are being licensed or given the right to produce. Everything that needs to be checked, the safety measures, the financial aspect of it, the well-being of the crew, and every other measures that needs to be put in place. What happened to JNRPOPE is an act of negligence and carelessness, right? And if JNRPOPE, on the other hand, was able to say no, because one thing I believe I have learned that you should learn is your ability to say no. There are things that you should learn to say no. You should not participate in. You should not attend. There are places you should not attend, especially when your instinct is telling you not to, right? There are things you should just avoid. There are people you should just avoid. There are things you should not even want to accept in the first place. Stay on your lane and say no, except it is coming from a very, very clean space. Now, finally, in all you do, you can never be safe if God is not with you. Try as much as you can to draw closer to God as an individual, because the end point of every man is death. We will all pass through that process, but don't be careless and end up living before your time, right? It is an unfortunate situation that has happened. We keep learning and we continue to learn. At this point, guys, I don't know what are your thoughts. Let's know in the comment section. And if you're yet to subscribe, hit on that subscribe button, turn on your post notification bell. Remember to always stay safe and happy until I come up here on this space. For now, this is me, Chibiki Inspiration, signing out. Bye, guys.